Wisdom of Sea and Sky introduced a lot of new cards to Pokemon TCG Pocket, and one card I really wanted to focus on was Lyra. The playable character from HeartGold and SoulSilver makes his debut as a supporter card, allowing you to switch your active Pokemon that has damage on it with one of your benched Pokemon. Being a supporter, this can't be used in conjunction with other supporter cards on the same turn. At first, I thought this card was a little lackluster. Isn't this just a leaf, except it has the extra requirement of needing damage on your active Pokemon? I guess it could be good on cards with 3 or 4 retreat costs, since Leaf doesn't cover those without additional resources, but there's so little Pokemon in the meta that contains such an expensive retreat to begin with, and even then, they have additional ways to get around those large barriers. Guzzlord has access to Celesteela's ability, which gives Ultra Beasts a free swap, and Charizard generates so much energy to retreat with already using Stoke. So what's the deal with Lyra? Why would you ever use this card over Leaf, which doesn't require a damaged active card to use? I thought the same thing too until I forgot one extremely important detail. To move a card from the active spot to the bench without using an additional card or ability requires you to physically select retreat on your active card. What's often overlooked though is that once you commit to a retreat, even if you have enough resources to run away a second time, you cannot select retreat again. Pocket only allows 1 retreat per turn. Bustful EX, a card that has won many tournaments, gains a status effect after using Big Beat. It prevents it from being able to use Big Beat on its next turn, which seems pretty bad for a 120 damage attack. However, you can remove this debuff by putting it onto the bench its next turn using Celesteela's ability, then bringing it back to the active spot by selecting retreat, allowing 2 Big Beats to go off in a row. This is how you'd get around the limit of 1 retreat per turn, and even why you'd want to begin with. To remove debuffs off your active card while continuing to use the same card. This is where Lyra shines. Any card that prevents a second attack in a row can now be completely negated. Remember, you are switching your active Pokemon, not retreating. This allows multiple swaps just like Ultra Thrusters. Let's show an example. Hose Attack, Phoenix Turbo, places a fire, water, and lightning energy on any of your benched basic Pokemon. It can be split in any way you like, but for this case, we're going to slam all 3 onto your team. On the next turn, we're going to evolve to Dragonite using Rare Candy and bring it to the active spot. We use Giga Impact for a massive 180 damage hit, which can one-shot almost everything in the game. This applies a status effect that prevents the Dragonite from being able to attack on its next turn. When it survives its next attack due to its bulky 180 HP, we'll use Lyra to switch Dragonite with Eevee. This removes the debuff. Next, we'll apply our turn's energy to Eevee, giving it the ability to retreat back to Dragonite. Finally, we let a second Giga Impact rip for another whopping 180 damage. Unless you're facing a stage 2 with Giant Cape or Blue, a card that takes less damage, or I guess Venusaur, you'll be gaining prize points every turn. As long as one of them is an EX, you will win in just 2 attacks. Lyra can also help circumvent other status effects. Got hit by Poison or Paralyze? Use Lyra to bring it back. Got hit by an attack that doesn't allow your own card to retaliate? Use Lyra, then bring it back. Aerodactyl EX, preventing evolution in the active spot? Use Lyra, evolve, then bring it back. Got hit by an attack that doesn't allow you to retreat? Use Lyra to escape. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could use Lyra on a damaged fossil that normally can't retreat without discarding said fossil. I'm excited to see how players will end up using Lyra to find loopholes like these, and can't wait to see how the meta evolves. My name's AustyLaVista, and I'll see you all next time.